Welcome, everyone. We are on to the solar plexus chakra, the bright yellow, like what Steve's wearing. Good. Yay, Steve.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Very nice. It's
Very
the color,
handsome.
yeah, it is, isn't it? It's the color of the for the
Yeah.
divine father, the divine masculine yellow, the sunlight. Yes. And it is October the 4th, 2023. So let's just jump right in and let the slideshow show everything. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Let me just, I've got to, oh no, we're doing this. Everybody can ask questions. I was going to do the mute thing, but we don't need to. So jump in and ask any questions that we have. So this one is all about being in the heart. That's what Archangel Gabriel said. So let's jump to the next slide. So yes, the universal law of give and receive connected to the fifth dimension, the solar plexus chakra, and joy with Archangel Gabriel. And you can see she's got her trumpet there. I don't know if this is a picture of her. It's difficult to find one, but I like this angel with the trumpet, and it was the right color because she's old gold, burnished gold. And she is called the lily of love. So lilies are very connected to Archangel Gabriel. But let's just jump in because there's lots of information. So there we are. We're here. The solar plexus, that bright yellow, connected to joy, connected to the law of give and receive. And I often say forgive and receive. And the fifth dimension, where we're learning to manage and create change internally and externally with gratitude and patience, humor, stamina, wisdom, and joy. That's right, patience and humor. We've had to have a lot of that, and stamina and wisdom. Okay, and this is just a reminder that the chakras are beaming out our perfection and wholeness connected to nature from within. Those beautiful colors. So just know that you are perfect balance within, or just eliminating those old belief systems that think we're not whole. Okay, so this solar plexus chakra is connected to the musical note of E and the nervous system. So that includes the brain, the spinal cord, and a complex network of nerves that sends messages back and forth between the brain and the body. The brain controls all the body's functions. The spinal cord runs from the brain down through the back. So this is a really important chakra for managing change, because it's actually managing change on the body. The spleen is also connected to this chakra, and that's a small organ inside your left rib cage, just above the stomach, part of the lymphatic system, which is part of the immune system. The spleen stores and filters blood and makes white blood cells that protect you from infection. So the more we release all the old belief systems, we actually help ourselves protect ourselves from infection. Stomach is connected to the stomach, and the stomach serves as a temporary receptacle for storage and mechanical distribution of food before it is passed into the intestine. And the liver, organ that helps support metabolism, immunity, digestion, detoxification, vitamin storage, and hundreds of other functions. And also the gallbladder, a small pear-shaped organ under our liver that stores and releases bile. Bile is the fluid, it's yellow-green, our liver produces, that helps digest fats in the food we eat. Okay, so this chakra again is connected to joy, and an explanation of joy is gratitude for sacred purpose and the law of give and receive. So any questions about what this chakra is connected to? Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's just good to know that it's all interconnected within. Okay. So then this is a little bit of a explanation of the solar plexus. Your solar plexus is bright sunshine yellow. Think daffodils and buttercups and gold. This is your center of will, and it also is your center for joy and awe, more awe, like the umbilical. And yes, clearing further emotional pain. So this is a good one to breathe out emotional pain. Yes, Ken.
Let's see, what was I gonna? Uh, I'll have to come back to it. I forgot. Sorry.
Okay. It is the place of balance, because when you are in alignment with your will, so this is a place of divine will, this bright yellow. It's above the belly button, just above the belly button. Yes, Ken.
Okay. I have could you explain the will to me? I'm
Yes.
not sure.
So our divine will is connected to our divine authority. So it's where we manage change and make decisions. So the more we have released the old belief systems, we tend to make decisions that are more and more in alignment with who we truly are. That's connected to making decisions, divine will.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. It is the place of balance, because when you are in alignment with your will and divine will, you are in that balance of give and receive. And I often say, so SK has said, as you give, you must receive. So there's never really any over giving, but we all tend to over give. So just know that the receiving comes back, if not immediately, eventually. And I often say the more we forgive, the easier it is to receive. So, but that's just me. I've never heard anyone else say that. This is a creation chakra, and it is where you begin to truly manage the fifth dimensional qualities of managing and creating change internally and externally, aligning with within and without. So remember the law of balance, as within, so without. So the more we're in divine alignment, the more the planet comes into divine alignment, communities, families. So it all begins with us letting go and coming into the place of forgiveness of the past, no judgment. We don't have the wisdom to judge anything, and gratitude for self. Deep gratitude for self, because it takes a lot of courage to be here and do this work, and especially to be love. It is growing and anchoring the divine qualities of patience, humor, stamina, and wisdom. And wisdom is connected to really deep reverence for everything. Yes, Ken?
How do you define stamina?
Oh, perseverance. Keep going.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. And the fifth dimension is where our beloved Gaia has anchored her heart, her being during this time of shift, of ascension, of change. So I'm not really sure why they're saying she's anchored there, because I know she's anchored in the seventh too. But I feel like she's anchored in all of the dimensions, because they're all equal. And so are we. We are really learning to manage change with the fifth. So it makes sense. The fifth is a place of our will. So it would be her will as well. And her will is that we ascend. Our will was that we ascend as a collective. And Gaia would have been very excited about that, because then everybody's included. And it just says here, welcome the changes and acknowledge your ability, your power, with this bright yellowy lemon, to bring into this physical reality of Gaia what you choose to create. Breathe the lemon and feel the fifth. Now, I think the reason why they're talking about lemons here is because they're very detoxifying as well. So when you drink lemon water every day, it helps with the physical form. And we just saw that if we go back, that it's connected to the stomach, the spleen, the nervous system, the liver, the gallbladder. So lemon is a great cleanser. Okay. And then moving on to Albert Einstein. The fifth dimension, growth opportunity, is the ability to cope, create, manage, and manipulate change. This channel has often spoken of the fifth dimension, where the quality of change is constant. So did the Divine Mother. We just finished the law of change. That is correct, but the rationale behind this is that the being is learning how to deal with and create change. It is the precursor to creation. You live in an infinite universe, one that is constantly in the process of change and growth. If you're not able to manage change internally and externally, then you cannot incorporate the qualities of the higher dimensions with grace. Therefore, the growth aspect of the fifth is the ability to move through change, manipulating it in ways that are loving, kind, considerate of self and the collective, and respectful of the grander plan of unfoldment. So always coming back to love and kindness. And that's wisdom, that deep reverence for everyone on their journey. And the knowing that we just don't have the wisdom to judge. So that deep compassion as well. Okay. There has been a great deal of discussion about the Earth, Terra Gaia, moving into the fifth dimension. This speaks to a fundamental misunderstanding of the quality of dimensions. The dimensions are not fixed points on a compass. They are a circle, dancing, moving, and expanding constantly. There is constant movement with and between all of dimensions. They are fluid. The planet, animal, and human kingdoms collectively have been intensely learning the lessons of constant change. So one of the things about the dimensions is they're all equal. The first is equal to the 12th. They're just different classrooms that we're going in and out of etherically and learning. Yes, Darren.
Yeah, can you talk a little bit about the dimensions being a circle dancing?
Because they're moving all around us. It's the classrooms that we're going in and out of all the time. So it's not, like you said, it's not like, okay, I'm going to go over here and go to the fifth dimension. It doesn't work like that. It's a class, it's like an etheric classroom where we're learning attributes of the fifth dimension, qualities of the fifth dimension. And basically the fifth is we're learning to manage change. So it's, you know, and have that patience and humor and stamina and wisdom. And know that there's 12 levels to the fifth dimension. So you can go deeper and deeper into understanding how to manage change with the solar plexus. And he does say a bit more here. What do you think the explosion in technology, human advances, and thinking has been about? The human community has managed enormous change in the past few hundred years. No, not always well or wisely, but that is the nature of the dimension. It offers the opportunity to learn the growth lessons of that dimension. Gaia, which operates at a very different frequency and time-space continuum from humans, has conquered the lessons of change eons ago. So have most of the kingdoms. So that's the plants and the animals. They're pretty much there in peace, and especially the plant kingdoms. Like I often say, be like a tree, because they're really good at observing everything and not getting caught in drama. And that's what we're learning with this dimension, to stand back and observe everything. Okay, so I think he says some more here. Yes. So when there is discussion about moving from one dimension to another, simply think of it as moving from one classroom to another, passing from one grade to another, while understanding that sometimes you have to go back and review basic principles in order to remind yourself what you have learned and forgot. And that's what I find happens a lot. I learn it and then I forget it. And so the more we go around and around in a circle, learning about this over and over, the more we'll remember it. Yes, Darren.
So is it just humans that tend to forget?
I don't know. You mean you're talking galactic or plants or
Well,
animals?
yeah, I was thinking galactic, but even animals.
I think I don't know. I don't know. I only know the human perspective. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I think he's talking about humans here. Yeah. He says we do not eliminate the spatial and time continuum because you are moving interdimensionally. You are expanding yourself while remaining in the form and expression of the third dimension. The qualities of growth that occur as part of the shifting in and through the fifth dimension are patience, stamina, humor, and wisdom. That the more things change, the more they are constant. Love and joy are constants, my friend. And by the way, why would you think these blessings and qualities are the exclusive purview of the third dimension? That is truly of human ego. So I'm not really sure why he said that, because
Yeah.
we get that, like each chakra is connected to a blessing and virtue. But maybe,
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I think saying that because it would be a human ego that thinks that only humans have these qualities.
Okay, yeah, so the plant kingdoms do, and the animals, and yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes they've said that they're way more advanced than we are, especially the horses and the dogs and the cats. They're way more advanced because they're always in their heart. They're always loving. Yeah, and we're learning to be there, loving everything, just like they do. And that's why cats and dogs and horses and make such good pets, because they continually remind us to be in the heart. And that's what this chakra is all about too, anchoring, really deeply anchoring in the heart. Okay, so now we're on to the blessing and virtue, divine quality of joy. And of course, all this information is through Linda Dillon, the channel for the Council of Love. And this is the Council of Love definition of joy. And it is to be fully thankful, grateful, and one with the gift of life, purpose, and spirit, to be a reflection of the perfection of the creation of self and all, to live in and remain with the heart for all time. And joy is the color of gold. So it's funny because when I was making these images with my daughter, we did a lot of yellow. We did a yellow candle, we did a yellow lily, we did a yellow rose, we did a yellow daffodil. And these are all the colors of joy. And the daisy is actually, when I started Googling the symbolism of all these images that we were creating, the symbolism was all about ascension. So there was no accident we were working on these, and Archangel Gabriel was in behind the scenes helping with them, is what Archangel Michael said. So, and here we are anchoring in the heart deeper and deeper. So to be fully thankful, grateful, and one with the gift of life, purpose, and spirit. I've also heard another definition of joy, gratitude for sacred purpose. So yeah. All right, so moving on, and this is Linda explaining about Archangel Gabriel. And she said Archangel Gabriel is the masculine aspect, or the masculine face of Archangel Gabriel. If you call her Gabriel, she's still going to answer as Gabriel, but when Linda first started working with Archangel Gabriel, she very clearly, a she energy, wanted to be known in the fullness of her feminine identity. So the archangels and most beings on in the higher realms can be androgynous. I'm not sure about our star family when they're actually in form, but I do know the angelics can be androgynous. Is that correct, Steve? I think so.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And that's us too, because we were all birthed originally angelic. So we are basically, all of us can be feminine or masculine or anything in between. So
I think anybody can, can't they, Kathleen? Like one incarnation, I might be female, another one male, and
yes, absolutely.
I think it's the same kind of thing. I don't
Yeah.
know for sure.
Yeah. So this in the Bible, Archangel Gabriel was masculine. That's correct, right, Steve?
Yep.
And now from my understanding, she's in her feminine to help with the divine feminine rising in everyone. So that energy of the feminine inside of everyone and therefore on the planet. So it's more balanced. So there's gender equality on the planet. And she did do a lot of teaching about gender equality. And we did a whole slideshow about that. And that was the topaz box. So yes, Steve.
When she appeared to Muhammad and gave him the Quran, she was again masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Darren?
So is this one being that presents itself as either masculine or feminine, depending on the situation?
No, well, right now she's emanating feminine. So, and I think it's only been for the last maybe few hundred years that she's been doing that to help with the divine feminine rising on the planet. So before that, she was emanating masculine. Does that make sense?
Still the same being, no?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so you in your angelic form could show up to someone as masculine or feminine. Like even Archangel Michael, he could show up feminine if he wanted to. But him and Uriel and Yophael and Raphael, they're very masculine for whatever reason right now. And Gabriel is the feminine. So now it's not that it cancels out or in any way diminishes that energy of the masculine face of Archangel Gabriel, but over the years, she has come to be asked to be known as Archangel Gabriel, so E-L-L-E. In fact, when we talk about the fullness of her full name is Suzanne Michaela Gabriel. Susanna comes from the derivative of suzerain, an ancient word meaning the leader or the head of, connoting leadership. Michaela is an honoring of her brother Michael. Gabriel is the central administrator for God. She's very busy and known as the lily of love and the trumpet of truth. And she works with her gold with us on joy, on healing, on creation. She's very, very present in our life and the only archangel that comes forward in this group as a feminine energy. So it's also part of the balance. And Linda goes on, she says, when we post the archangels, Michael, Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Yophael, which are the masculines around the four corners of the room, Gabriel is always in the middle, bringing into that sealed space that quality of the divine feminine. So Michael always goes on the door wall. If you're doing the posting, Michael and his blue always goes on the door, and then you move around with Rafi and Uriel and Yophael, and then Gabriel in the middle. Oh, so there it is right there. So there's the door. And you can do that around yourself, your bed, your car, your room, your house, your building. You just however you want to place them, and it does help with feeling safe and secure. So you can do that every day. And I always do it around the reading room and around the whole area when I go out to do readings, and I tend to do Canada at the same time and the world. So that's my little practice. But helping bring in the balance for the planet. Yeah. Okay, so these are their tools. This is the blue flame of truth, the Michael's, Rafi's emerald mirror. So he's reminding us to look at the reflection and see how, or the love for self and of self. And Uriel has a silver flame that's held in like a hand pot, a petty pot, I think it's called. And it's truth and spirit, illumination, expansion, connected to the fourth eye. and the solar plexus, our will. So Uriel is very much connected to our divine authority, our divine will, that silver truth of our divine authority. And then Yofi and his Yofi dust. Okay. So now I'm just gonna read the meditation for joy. It's beautiful. There's lots of yellow images to bring in. And we're going to look for where we store our joy inside of us. So just go deep and feel if you can find that place where we've stored our joy. So let's begin with an in-breath of what we call the Gabriel gold. And it's that deep, old, rich, Florentine, Italian, burnished gold. See that gold as a river of lava, as a creek of olive oil, that time of day when the sun turns everything beautifully gold, at that point when summer just begins to whisper into autumn and breathe gold. Open your crown, your heart, your solar plexus, your tummy, your root, and just feel that central channel that runs around your spine like a cylinder is wide open. Let go of the day, the week, what lies ahead, what lies behind, and give yourself permission to be here. Feel like you are sinking back, that you're falling back into a golden hay pile, into golden meadow grasses, and feel that sun on your face, not the hot sun, but the sun that just warms you and makes you feel safe and drowsy. Feel around you the golden nectar, the honeybees, the yellow butterflies, the wild canaries, the wild daffodils, the daisies, the black-eyed Susans, the buttercups, even dandelions. This energy of gold, of yellow, of joy is all around us. So as you lie there, just feel that energy penetrating you and let yourself release and go deeper, deeper. Feel all your muscles relaxed, a slight smile on your face, and breathe in that burnished old gold. And we ask the beings of gold, our beloved Archangel Gabriel, Sanat Kumara, Yahweh, to come and to stand around us and to help us remember our birthright, our core, our spark, our essence of joy. Anchor in your heart more deeply until you feel as if that's all that you are, is just your heart, and feel the gold flame, part of your tri-flame that burns so brightly there. It's the color of a candle flame, of a campfire, of the midnight star. Go more deeply into your heart and feel the safety and security as this triad is around you of Raj and Gabi, Yahweh Father, and let go. Just for a few minutes, let go. From that core of your heart, ask to be shown where in your body have you stored your divine spark of joy. Where does that beautiful golden flame or coin or box or locket, where does it live in your body? Literally in your physical body. So again with me, just ask that it be shown the location and what it looks like, because it will be unique to you. Where is it? Allow yourself to be guided and wander. Is it in your heart, your second rib, your lungs, your solar plexus, your hip, your right thigh? Is it on your shoulders or back or in your head? Go and find where you have stored your joy. You can do this, and allow and breathe. Now, once you have it, bring it back to your heart as a flame, as a locket, as a coin. It matters not. Even if it is dull and tarnished, we are going to clean it up. If you don't understand the form it has taken or the symbolism for you, simply ask Gabriel, what does this mean? She will tell you, and go deeper, staying in your heart. Now I want you to look at this joy and simply ask it, what does it need? What is it asking of you to become a towering inferno, to blaze brightly throughout your being and throughout your everyday life so that it can help you and listen? Maybe it's more laughter, more silliness, more time to simply be. Maybe it's giving yourself a night off. Maybe it's allowing grief to leave your body or disappointment. Do not judge what the joy tells you. Just receive the information and agree from that core of your heart, your solar plexus and your tummy, that you will do this, that you will do it because you claim your birthright of joy. You claim your right to go forward in joy, that it can be your staff, your rod, and when things are hard or tough, you have your joy. So make that promise and do it right now. And just sit with it while we receive this message from our beloved Gabrielle. Let it grow. That's a really beautiful meditation that you can do over and over to help with realizing that joy is within us. That gratitude for yourself is deep within you. And we just want that to grow and grow so that it's a automatic response every time we're out in the world or dealing with family or dealing with ourselves even. Most importantly, dealing with self, to be in that beautiful gratitude, joy, creation, acceptance, ascension, self-worth for ourself. Okay. Does anybody want to share where they found their joy or anything? Did you find it as a coin or yes, Steve, you're on mute.
In my heart.
Oh, beautiful. Good. In the flame.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Good. Beautiful. Yeah, that's where I found mine too, in that flame. Like I didn't have a locket or a coin or anything. Yeah. Okay. Yes, Darren.
Is this meditation posted somewhere?
Yes, I did post the audio and I'll do it every time I put up the recording or a link. I'll put the audio and then I always put the time that the meditation is at. So today when you got on, if you went to a post about the class today, the audio was right there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. And it's also on my site. Go through the golden circle on the front page and just scroll down until you hit joy and click on that and you'll see that's the audio there. Yes, Ken.
Mine, my joy is in my throat. It was in my throat. It's when I was doing originally. I found God the Father and the Mother laughing.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. And then that's actually, the throat is about perfect balance of the mother, the father, the one. So joy being in there, that's beautiful.
Cool.
And then that's the speaking of gratitude all the time. Nice. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel says, welcome to all of you. And I bring you a bounty of joy this day, for there's always enough to go around and to share richly and fully, lavishly. Joy is who you are. You are the substance of love and the matter of joy. You are the embodiment of that essence of laughter and the tinkling of gladness, the song of freedom. All of these are interwoven as one, interwoven uniquely into your tapestry and into your being. You have shifted, my sweet angels, into the fifth dimension, into the new reality of Gaia. Yes, some do not know it, and that is why I bring this good news, for it is news etched in gold. But why do I choose to speak of this? Because in this reality, there is enormous joy. There is never ending, infinite, eternal joy. So just know we have shifted into this. It's just that there's some catch-up work on the part of some beings. But just know we're like, the more we anchor it in, it ripples out. Remember how the mother said, the energy goes very quickly all over the planet, you know, when we focus on little things like joy, actually. Does this mean that there are not people or situations or environments where the old debris of the third that crumbles, that does not hurt you, irritate you, or cause you momentary pain? No, it doesn't. But what it does mean is that as that occurs, and as you witness that destruction of the old, that you have this wellspring, that you have this ocean of golden radiance to drink, to call upon, to nourish you. When you wish to heal, fill yourself with my golden elixir, or it will permeate every cell, every pore, every organ, your blood, everything, and it renews you. So you can drink gold, you can churn your water or your whatever you're drinking etherically into gold and allow it just to flow right through you. There's this drink in India, I think it's called golden milk or something, that they make with turmeric and almond milk. So I think that's what this is here, because when I saw that, I was like, I use a lot of turmeric, which is that bright yellow spice, and it helps with if you have any kind of inflammation. So I think when Archangel Gabriel says to fill yourself with her golden elixir, you can bathe, you can turn your bath water, your shower water into this gold and just have it, you know, pouring around you, and just know that this gold is running through you. She says, joy is the anti-aging agent of the century, and it makes you beautiful and radiant because there's nothing more beautiful than joy. She says, yes, I am a little biased, but I also know the truth. I am the lily of love. I am the trumpet of truth. And dear heart, my trumpet, my horn is gold. There is nothing meek and mild about gold. And yes, there are many who say I am the most outspoken archangel there is. Well, I take that as a compliment because joy is outrageous. So, yes, it's outrageous. And there's many different colors to gold. So that's why I've got all these different colors of gold here. So just know you can use whatever color comes to you. And especially when you're drinking her elixir. I mean, there was other, I might do some more research on the golden elixir because it's very healing. Did she ever come to you, Steve, and ask for you to drink her golden elixir? No, you don't remember that? Okay. Okay. I know she talked to Stephen Cook about it. I remember that. Okay, so joy is clarion, but joy is also gentle. It is as soft as my lily and the golden center of pistil. So I welcome you. So in the middle of a lily, I should have put that here. There's like these little pistils, and that's what she's talking about. They're like they look like little antennas. You do not need to claim your joy, but it does need to be built upon, and it needs to be built upon because you are the way showers, you are the pathfinders, you are the teachers, the healers, the channels, and you cannot do that if you're stuck in depression and doldrum. What is the antidote for depression or clearing or doldrums? It is a very generous dose of joy. It is the golden elixir that expands and heals all parts of your body, and all parts of your bodies, your sacred field. So it's just, yeah, the golden elixir, even turning your water into that golden energy is helpful. And just know it's like magic. Saint Germain had a violet elixir that his is very bubbly, but Archangel Gabriel's is just golden and smooth. So, but If you're struggling with healing something, it's that gold is very healing. Now, this is really interesting because joy is the still point between the masculine and the feminine. So I've also heard her say that the frequency of joy is pink. So we're learning about it as golden yellow, but it also, see here, she says joy is the still point between the masculine and the feminine. She says it is all. It does not pick and choose. It is free and abundant to all. I am infusing you with this even as we speak. I want you to call and sing from the treetops, to spread your wings and fly, to rise like the phoenix from the ashes of the third and ascend. I will carry you if that is what it takes, and I will do so joyfully. Come with me, let us explore this wondrous mystery called joy. So I know that she said that to me, that she will carry me, and Michael has said that. So just know that they're right there if we're really struggling with something. And beautiful, beautiful big energy. Is there any question about joy being the still point? Because I found that really interesting. So just know it's really deep within the truth. Yes, Steve.
Oh, I forgot it. It
Yeah.
came and it went. Sorry.
Yeah, I think joy is very connected to still point, to truth. So the silver. Michael has said we can't have love without truth. So that's the emerald green and the silver, but it's the same, I think, with joy and truth. So joy is embedded within truth. It is the truth. Yes, Darren.
So this joy can be gold or pink, or can be other colors as well?
No, I don't think so. No. Yeah, joy is the still point between the masculine and the feminine. So it's that gratitude for both energies. It's the truth of the feminine, it's the truth of the masculine, and it's gratitude for both energies. Because the more we're in gratitude for our mothers, say, and our fathers equally, that's what creates peace on earth. That creates the gender equality. So it's the within, just knowing that deep, deep gratitude for life purpose. And part of our purpose here is to create that balance on the planet. So balance in the physical form, and then that just flows out of us to create balance on the planet. Okay. So this is Graham, who was a host for this joy channeling. And then shortly after this, I think Susie took over. So he says, thank you so much for these inspiring words. It's great to have you. I'm connecting with what you were sharing earlier. Joy is who you are. And he said he was thinking about the film The Lion King, about the young cub who goes off to a far land. There's struggle and confusion. He's disconnected from who he really is. And at one point, he looks into some water, and his father, played by James Earl Jones, Mufasa, King of the Lions, who has passed over, comes through in his big booming voice and says, remember who you are. And it's a beautiful moment of the cub who had been growing, stopping to pause, to reflect, and to connect with who he really is. So it's like Albert Einstein telling us we forget. And then we come back to the middle and we remember again. So that's a interesting way to look at that with The Lion King, the movie. And Graham goes on, he says, like the cub, many of us have been living in this illusion. We've been in a play, we've been in our own story, and we're connecting more and more to who we really are And joy is such an integral part. I'm thinking about how many times I don't feel joyful, all kinds of reasons to think this is a struggle or this is a challenge. Yet if I reframe my thinking and remember my natural state is joy. And that's what I talk about a lot, is reframing how we feel about the past. And then it helps us create peace and joy and love within. So it's nice that he said that there. It's who I am. I mean, that's just who I am. I am love. I am joy. I am all these divine qualities that we're talking about. It just opens the door really wide to step into that and really connect to that. And Archangel Gabriel says, this is a beautiful analogy, the Lion King, and yes, joy is the truth of who you are. It is the core that burns brightly. So when you are not in joy, when you feel that you have stepped outside of that reality, and let me tell you, it is not just our reality, it is the reality and the core, the mirror of who you are. Then I ask of you that you ask yourself, why on earth am I making choices or doing things? Because it is free will decisions. Why am I choosing any area of my life that is not a reflection and a demonstration and a builder of joy? Why am I doing that? You cannot, dear hearts, fall into this illusion that somehow it is being done to you. You are far more powerful creators than that. So I think that is as far as I got. I didn't realize we've only got a couple minutes left anyways. But is there any questions about this? So she says joy is the truth of who you are. It is the core that burns brightly. So there's that little silver flame in the pink. And that's the truth of who we are, is joy, basically. And that deep, deep gratitude for life purpose. Darren.
Yeah, I just want to comment that last line there, that we are far more powerful creators than we think we are. I think that is the most important statement in this whole thing so far.
Yeah, and to stay that, and a reason to stay in divine alignment too, because yeah, we want our creations to be in a divine alignment. Yeah. Okay, well, how about we do some sending of joy out to the planet? Does that sound like a good plan?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I think it's needed for sure.
All right. So, okay, I've got my timer here. If you want to put yourself on mute, that's fine. And turn on my light there. Okay, so see everybody in 10 minutes. Send that joy out there. Okay. There we go. Wow, we're early. I didn't make enough slides. Oh, well. That was fun. That was good. Yes, Steve.
I am struck by the relationship between joy and ecstasy.
Mm-hmm.
Joy is like this.
Mm-hmm.
Ecstasy, I mean, this is not the similar part, this is the difference part.
Mm-hmm.
Ecstasy is just, you're just there, you're complete, but you're also joyful.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So very much struck by that.
Yeah, very good. Yes. Yes. So I pulled cards. I had a very deep conversation with one of my children this afternoon, right before this happened. And then I was curious what we got to. And I did pull the ecstasy card right in the middle, and the throat and the 10th dimension. And it was all around anger and fear and how we were transmuting it with the law of change. Yeah. So it was interesting.
Very good.
But yeah, the ecstasy card was right in the middle because I kept bringing her back to it's not out there, it's inside. There's nothing to blame out there. It's within us. If we're triggered, it's our work of deeper forgiveness and deeper gratitude, basically, the joy piece and deeper compassion, no judgment. Yeah. But yes, Darren.
Hey, Steve, what would you say is the difference between joy and ecstasy?
Difference.
Yes.
Well, I'm not in ecstasy right now, so I'm not sure I could tell you.
But I think you just described it, though. You said joy was like this and ecstasy was like this.
Ecstasy, there's a feeling of completion with ecstasy. You've done it all. You've learned it. Well, not learned it all, but so it is joy plus completion plus it's done. It's finished.
Yeah.
In the transcendental, past the 12th dimension, if you'll allow me to mention that, the experience is exaltation, right? And when I say that word, a person might think, well, they're exalting. You know, there's two ways to spell exaltation, EXU and EXA. And EXU is exalting, is like that. Whereas exaltation is just, you're a burst of light in all directions, just burning with light.
Like a lighthouse.
Definitely, definitely a lighthouse.
Mhm.
So there's those three: joy, ecstasy, exaltation. They're a ladder, I think.
Yeah. And that makes sense with the exaltation or the ecstasy because it's connected to the law of completion, the 12th dimension.
Yes. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm. And you have understandings, like you've really
Yes.
yeah, like of all the chakras, basically the whole system that they've described for us. That's what the 12th dimension is about, understanding it. Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
And it's deep, as far as I know, like to make it really simple, it's peace, love, and joy. And peace is connected to being able to forgive. Just forgive what has happened and know we don't have the wisdom to know what's really happened here. So that forgiveness of everything. And then love is the compassion, not judging anything. And then the joy is gratitude. So like what we were learning, it's gratitude for purpose. You know, we're here to be in gratitude for each other and help each other ascend, all of us to get to that state of joy.
Yeah, but wouldn't love include all of those?
Yes.
Love is everything.
Yeah, it's like ice cream. Ice cream is ice cream. And then you make it vanilla, you make it chocolate, you make it strawberry, but it's always ice cream.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, love is everything. I had that conversation with the mother in my last reading with her. I said, "Is love a verb?" And she goes, "Love is a noun. It's like," and she went on and on and on. Yeah, love is everything.
So it could be a noun and a verb, right?
It's
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. hmm Yeah, I'll see if I can pull up what she said because it was pretty cool. Because I was convinced it was a verb. It's like, no, no, no. It is everything. Yeah. And that's why I will do the blue energy when you see me do the divine feminine and give it a, like the words of feminine attribute. It's either, it's a verb or a noun. It's like it moves. And also the yellow energy does too, the divine father. It is more stillness and framework, but it also is a movement energy. So like the laws are a framework, but then we can work with the laws. So there's a movement there. Whereas the divine qualities and the blessings and virtues are like the innards of the building. And so those are things that can move, like you can move the couch around, but you can also sit on the couch. So, yeah, but that's just simplifying it very much. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to make up a whole bunch more slides for the next class.
Huh,
Yes, I
busy.
didn't think we'd get that far along.
Huh.
That's good. And yeah, we'll just keep going deeper. There'll be at least another 2 classes, I think, for Joy, and then we'll get into the law.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you so much for coming. I so appreciate this.
Thank you.
Oh,
you.
you're welcome. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the recording right now.